Hi, it may be a tiny bit windy, so I apologize for that. I know I haven't made a video in a long time. I just have been really exhausted ever since I started running the Kung Fu school, so I don't have like the inspiration and creativity I used to have. So anyway, about 10 nights ago or something, I was walking out to plug my car in overnight at my house, and it was dark and raining, and somebody had broken a little flower pot and just left it on the stairs, and so it went right through my little slip-ons and made a big old hole in my foot. So I spent last week not lifting ice, just eating and sleeping and healing, and it worked good. I can walk real good again, and my wound's totally healed and I'm good to go. So tonight, for the first time in nearly 2 weeks, I lifted weights, and I was so weak, and that's not an unusual thing. I've had lots of times where something's made me not be able to work out for a little bit, and then when I go, I'm a little bit weak because of the layoff. But the difference is, when you get older, sometimes you fear that, how much did I lose? How much am I going to be able to get back? Because when I was young, if I had something happen and I lost strength and I came back, I could always build it back up. But the more years go by, it's like an old rechargeable battery or something. Like when it's new, it can like take a charge faster and hold a charge longer. And then as it gets older and older, it just kind of does a worse job of holding that charge. You know, you like charge an old cell phone and it doesn't take long and it's already down to 50% and then 25% and then 10%. And that's how it feels like the human body is. Like, you get a lot of good food, you get a lot of good sleep, and when you were young, you could just go crazy nuts and attack the gym and just completely spend yourself, and like 2 or 3 hours later, you were pretty resilient and feeling pretty good again. And by the time you did your next workout in a couple days, you were good. And you could do longer workouts and stuff. Like, all my workouts now are a lot shorter than they were when I was younger, and they seem a lot less intense. I may have like little pockets of intensity here or there, but yeah, it's just every year that goes by, things change. And when you get up to a certain number, you're kind of excited because you were wondering if that number was out of your life for good, and you revisited it and you're like, all right, 455 is still part of my life. And then years go by and you get weaker and you're like, all right, 405 is still part of my life. And it's just strange that way. So yeah, right now I just had a workout a few minutes ago and I was really weak, and so my hope is that I'll be able to build back up to something somewhat decent. It's still fun to play the little journey, to see how much you can improve, to see what number you can get up to this time, but it's definitely different, and it's definitely not as fun as when you were going for real PRs when you were young. That if you're young and you're in that stage of life, embrace it and enjoy it, because it's enjoyable. And if that part of your life's gone, then enjoy what you still have, because physically this is the best part of your journey. Like, you might make maturity gains and wisdom gains and figure out a lot of important things about life as the years go by and cultivate good relationships and whatnot, but physically this is the best part of your journey, unless you've let yourself go and you're rebuilding. But if you've been maintaining a healthy lifestyle, then you gotta embrace now, because it's the best you're gonna experience. And just always embrace every moment, because it's the best you're gonna experience, because it's just slowly gonna go downhill. It's just a fact of life. So you just do your best to keep everything working as good as possible for as long as possible, because it's fun to interact with this world around you using your physical body. So the better you maintain it, the more you can do. anyway, the wind's picking up a little, so I think I'll head off for now.